The Cheat Chronicles is a segment that was taken from the documentary titled Horrible Influences. Watch the full documentary exclusively on the Exodus Files channel.
Is this some kind of a joke? I've been involved in the business of boxing too long to sit up here and listen to this nonsense. See, y'all poor dumb shit like this, thinking everybody in boxing is stupid, then y'all get mad and throw a fit when you get criticized. Same thing as a Haney's. And every time we get on Bill Haney's ass, y'all try to let Devin Haney off the hook because he has a soft face and he just seems so innocent when he does an interview. Y'all need to stop because I keep telling y'all it's both their asses. And now Crawford working out of their playbook. It's the way you selling it. Like boxing fans are stupid. Now I'm really about to deep fry you because just thinking about it pissed me off. You already got a lot on your plate. Everybody already on your ass about being aligned with Victor Conte, one of the most notorious drug cheats in the history of professional sports, not just boxing. Then you got people close to you telling you with heavy conviction on camera that you will cheat.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, you good pretty much in anything you do. I will give you that. But you will cheat. You will cheat.
Hey, look, like you said, I'm cheating for no reason.
You will cheat. I don't care if it's ping pong, he gonna
right,
get it.
Like I'm
if
cheating.
it's ping pong, he want the advantage in the power.
And in addition to that, you already been having suspicions about your gloves malfunctioning. When you fought Avanesyan, your gloves literally malfunctioned. They exploded and had holes and rips in them.
I didn't want to say anything, but the glove bust on the other side.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah, you can see the padding coming out.
Nobody even touched the gloves to inspect them or anything. They literally looked at the gloves from outside of the ring.
That is strange.
Both the Crawford's gloves or both guys' gloves?
That's Crawford's glove.
Then you knocked Avanesyan out with the busted gloves. And here's the crazy part, and where it gets even more suspicious. It was stated by Avanesyan's camp that those gloves that you fought with that night did not appear to be the same gloves that were presented at the fighter meeting before the fight. So they're saying that you brought one pair of gloves to the fighter meeting, and then you brought a different pair of gloves into the fight. And if that's true, it is terribly suspect. But fair play, you were in your hometown in Omaha, so that all flew completely under the radar, but that was very strange, especially if it's true that you brought different gloves into the fight than you presented at the fighter meeting. So you already have that, but you also have the Errol Spence situation. People are very suspicious of your performance versus Errol Spence, a man that's been in many wars and never been stopped and never even been dropped. But watch this. The man never even had severe facial damage, even in a 12-round war. All of a sudden, he gets in the ring with you and he can't even tolerate a jab from you. Man getting knocked over by a jab. I mean, it seemed like every single punch was throwing off his equilibrium and buckling his knees. Every punch. He's been in 12-round wars and never had a lot of facial damage, but then when he faces you, all of a sudden his face is more swollen and damaged than ever, literally after just 3 rounds. 3 rounds, his face is swollen up and bleeding and just looks worse than it's ever looked. After just 3 rounds, we're talking about an entire career worth of facial damage compared to just 3 rounds. And his face looks worse after just 3 rounds with you. I mean, hell, Derrick James was squeezing the hell out of your glove after the fight. It looked like he was trying to see what the hell was going on with your gloves. And I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't sit up here and lie and pretend or kiss ass for nobody. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying you cheated, but they say
you will cheat. You will cheat.
Hey, look,
you know, I can't say if you cheated, but you know, rumor has it is that
you will cheat.
Hey, look,
and if you listen and it sounds like he meant that shit, I'm not even going to hold you. So, you know, we honestly don't know if you cheated, but I'm not going to lie. That shit looked strange to me. It even felt strange. I mean, we were sitting up there looking at the TV just perplexed. It was a very strange feeling floating in that room. I'm telling you, that night, it was a very strange feeling. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we don't know if you cheated, but we do know that he ain't the only one close to you that's talked about you cheating. I mean, the one that calls you his big brother even said that you're the biggest cheater that he knows.
Bud is probably one of the biggest cheaters I know. Hell of a fighter, but he's a cheater.
I mean, they say that you gotta win by any means necessary.
He's one of them dudes that he gotta win by any means necessary.
What? Admit to what? I didn't cheat.
And apparently, it's not just these two. Apparently, everybody knows that you cheat.
Bro, everybody know you cheat, bro.
That's because all
When you
y'all always
lose,
say that shit.
as soon as you start losing is when you start cheating.
And you know, it doesn't help your case when you've aligned yourself with someone that was a master cheater, and you've aligned yourself with people that have extremely shady reputations. So we don't know if you cheated for sure, but you gotta admit, at times, it does look like you and Big Mac are willing to do whatever it takes.
What? I told you, man. Hell yeah. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. They mad.
And I'm not even going to get into the other questions and concerns people have raised. You know what it is. So you already got all of that. And with all that, you done let this man talk you into a lose-lose situation, because let's say if you do mess around and stop Canelo, then everybody gonna be on your ass about Victor Conte and the many other suspicions circulating. But that's what happens when you align yourself with individuals that have bad reputations. That's on you. So you got all of that going on, then you wanna pull this under the guidance of Bill Haney.
Share.